Hello everybody and welcome back to Double Play. In this video I'm going to be ranking all starting second basemen in Major League Baseball going from 30 to 1. This is continuing a series that Jack and I are doing. I've already ranked the catchers and Jack's already ranked the first baseman. Those are linked to our page and we've both given our top 25 players at any position in baseball. So if you want to see that, make sure you go to our page. But for now, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll keep doing these series like ranking every position. But without further ado, let's get into it. At number 30, we have Romy Gonzalez of the Chicago White Sox. He's only played 42 games in the MLB, so it's hard to say where he will rank, but for now he comes in at 30th. I do like Gonzalez's swing as it's kind of explosive, but for now with the small sample size and not blowing away in that time, he comes in last. At number 29, we have Rodolfo Castro of the Pittsburgh Pirates. He's another guy who doesn't have a huge sample size in the major leagues, and right now his most memorable moment is when his phone came out of his pocket mid-game. He hasn't been great defensively, and he's a switch hitter who hits better from the right side, but I think his right-handed swing could be exposed by pitchers as he gets more time in the major leagues, but we'll see. He's 29 for now. At number 28, we have Luis Garcia of the Washington Nationals. In 93 games, Garcia has a WRC plus of 93. He has a low barrel rate, but has been able to hit the ball hard when he does make contact. His swing looks to be all or nothing, causing him to miss a lot, and he also does swing a lot in general, but he makes hard contact when he does connect. I'm not sure if I like this type of swing for Garcia. He's serviceable for a team like the Nationals and will get his chances to prove himself on that team. At number 27, we have Nicky Lopez of the Kansas City Royals. Nicky Lopez starts a trend of what a lot of guys are on this list. He doesn't strike out much. He's good defensively, but he does not barrel the ball and does not hit the ball hard. He had a good 2021, but struggled mightily in 2022. He just doesn't do what he does as good as many other players, so he gets 27 on the rankings. Coming in at number 26, we have Christian Arroyo of the Boston Red Sox. Arroyo has played 229 games across 6 seasons in the major leagues, never once playing more than 90 games in a season. He'll get the chance to play a lot of games for the Red Sox after they lose Bogaerts to the Padres and Trevor Story to injury, so Arroyo slots in to be the starting second baseman. He has a good swing that produces power, but tends to chase a lot. I don't have a lot of faith in him, so he slots in at 26. Coming in at number 25, we have Adam Frazier of the Baltimore Orioles. Frazier fits under the low exit velo, low strikeout type of guy at second base. He provides value with his defense at second base, but offensively with his compact swing, he only really provides value when he's hitting for average, as he doesn't hit for much power. He did that in 2021, but he definitely did not do that in 2022. If he does this, then he rises in the rankings, but for now, with last season, he's 25. At number 24, we've got Jonathan Schoop of the Detroit Tigers. Schoop had a down 2022 after a solid 2021, so he's hard to rank because his WRC Plus went from 107 to 58 in the last 2 seasons. He's also far and away the best defensive second baseman in baseball. In this tier of the rankings, there are a lot of guys that profile similarly, and because of the inconsistency, he ranks here at 24. At 23, we've got Bryson Stott for the Philadelphia Phillies. Stott didn't have a great rookie season. He had a 84 WRC plus in all. He struggled to begin, but played well in the second half after getting the starting job at shortstop. He will now be the everyday second baseman for the Phillies after they add Trey Turner and lose Gene Segura. If he can keep up his play from the second half of the last season, he can rise. But for now, I can't rank him higher than players that have done better for longer. At number 22, we have Tony Kemp of the Oakland Athletics. Tony provides some upside offensively, but it seems like he needs others in the lineup to protect him. In 2021, when the A's had a solid team, he had WRC plus of 129, which is wonderful. And then in 2022, when the A's weren't so good, he had a 91 WRC plus. He will always do well defensively, but with the A's looking to be horrible in 2023, it might not be good for him at the plate. He doesn't swing and miss much, so he should be able to salvage his numbers, but don't expect too much from him in 2023. At number 21, we have Brendan Rodgers of the Colorado Rockies. Rodgers hits great against fastballs and struggles against off-speed. His short to long explosive swing allows him to keep up with the fastballs, but struggle a little when his timing is messed with. He's good on defense and even won a Gold Glove in 2022. He has overall average numbers at the plate, and he just misses out on the top 20. Coming in at number 20 is Chris Taylor of the Los Angeles Dodgers. Taylor projects to be the opening day second baseman for the Dodgers, but with the addition of Miguel Rojas, he will play a lot of outfield as well. But for now, he starts off the top 20 as a second baseman. A great 2021 by Taylor was followed by a 2022 where he struggled. Taylor is good defensively wherever you put him, but at the plate, he swings and misses a lot. He struggles with pitches up and out of the zone, but he can hit the middle low pitches best. When he does connect with pitches, he has a high barrel rate and is able to do damage in a normally stacked Dodgers lineup. 19, we have Jonathan India of the Cincinnati Reds. India put up good numbers in 2021 on his way to a Rookie of the Year award, and in an injury-riddled 2022, his offensive numbers proved to be more average compared to the rest of baseball. He was atrocious defensively as he put up a -9 outs above average. I believe he'll have a bounce-back 2023, even in a not-so-great Reds lineup. Number 18, we have Thairo Estrada of the San Francisco Giants. What I noticed from Thairo is that he finds success when he stays short to the ball, and he struggles when he chases and gets too long. He currently chases a little bit too much, but still put up a 106 WRC plus in 2022. I think his offensive upside is higher if he can stop chasing. And on the defensive side, he has highs and lows as he makes good plays, but also some bad plays, and averages out to be just an average defender, but I like him at 18 for now. Coming in at number 17, we have Ha-Sung Kim of the San Diego Padres. Kim did a great job for the Padres, taking over the shortstop position with Tatis out in 2022, and after struggling in his first major league season. He played well defensively as well, and with Cronenworth probably moving to first base and Bogarts taking over shortstop from Kim, Kim will get the chance to be the everyday second baseman. He's got a violent swing, but surprisingly doesn't hit for too much power and doesn't strike out too often. He will definitely get pitched to in the stacked Padres lineup, and he'll have a chance again to put up good numbers in 2023. Number 16 is Santiago Espinal of the Toronto Blue Jays. After Espinal put up an all-star first half, he slowed down a bit in the second half and finished 2022 with a 99 WRC+. He was one of the best defensive second basemen in all of baseball last season, and has effective contact swing that projects to add value for the Blue Jays for a while. Kicking off the top 15, we got Jean Segura, now of the Miami Marlins. Segura had better numbers than I was expecting, as he's an above-average hitter and defender for most of his career. He's another contact guy with low K numbers and can spray the ball to all fields for average and some power. He provides value to the Marlins, who don't have a lineup to compete, but he should be able to put up good numbers with his playstyle. Number 14 is Ketel Marte of the Arizona Diamondbacks. I'm not really sure what to think of Marte. He's the current face of the Diamondbacks franchise, but his numbers struggled a bit in 2022. He was still able to put up above average numbers at the plate, but struggled a bit in the field. The Diamondbacks have potential to be a sneaky playoff contender in 2023, and he's going to have to be back to being a star if they want to get there. At number 13, we have Gleyber Torres of the New York Yankees. After a couple down years, Gleyber had a great 2022, posting a 115 WRC+, which was his highest since 2019. He chases and strikes out just a little too often, which holds him back from being a better player in all of baseball. He's been involved in some trade rumors recently by some Yankee fans, but he would be a big loss to the Yankees lineup, as I still believe he's a top 15 and maybe a top 10 second baseman, and he has proven that he can do better. At number 12, we have Brandon Drury, now of the Los Angeles Angels. Drury has put up kind of a great last couple of seasons, and he's kind of flown under the radar. He put up a 123 WRC+ between the Reds and the Padres last season. His numbers took a bit of a decline when he left Great American Ballpark, but he's another player who is very versatile and projects to be the opening day second baseman for the Angels. If Drury can perform and the Angels can get a comeback season from Anthony Rendon, they might maybe finally be able to make some waves in a solid AL West. Number 11 is Colton Wong of the Seattle Mariners. Wong just misses out of the top 10 because of one thing: his defense. He had a -9 outs above average in 2022. Offensively, he has a compact, explosive swing that has shown some power throughout his career. The last two seasons, he had a 110 and a 117 WRC+. He's a clear upgrade at second base for the Mariners, who are transitioning from a playoff team into a World Series contender. Colton Wong slots in at 11, but can rise with better defensive numbers. At the top 10, we have Nico Horner of the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs just signed Dansby Swanson, so Horner will move over to second base from shortstop. I think Horner actually profiles better as a second baseman. He played second base in 2021 and put up a 9 outs above average. Offensively, he put up a 106 WRC+ in the last two seasons. He's another high average and low barrel type of guy, and in my opinion, he does the best out of all these type of players at second base. And is Luis Arias of the Milwaukee Brewers. Arias plays all around the infield and has been mainly at third base, but for now he projects to be the Brewers' opening day second baseman. He's been great defensively wherever you put him, and offensively he's been consistently put up great numbers, being above a 110 WRC+ the last two seasons. I don't know if he can rise much more in these rankings because of some of the players above him, but I could see potentially creeping up on the top 5, but for now, he's at 9. At number 8, we have Ozzie Albies of the Atlanta Braves. This one might upset some people, but I think Albies is a little overrated. He was good in 2019, which is his best season, but in the last 3 seasons, he's just been around average at the plate. Even though his injuries derailed his 2022, he was never really able to find his footing in the season. He can hit from power from both sides of the plate and is a fun, flashy player, but people think he's better than he is. He's good defensively, however, he's still a great player and belongs in the top 10. Slotting in at number 7 is Jorge Polanco for the Minnesota Twins. Polanco finally has a permanent home at second base with the Correa signing after bouncing around playing second and short for a lot of his career. As a result, his defense has been poor, but maybe gaining some consistency will improve these numbers. At the plate, he's always had an elite bat. The last 2 seasons, he averages a 122 WRC+. He's got a high solid on-base percentage as a result of a high walk rate, and he should continue to put up solid numbers with Correa in the lineup for the next 6 years. At number 6, we have Brendan Donovan of the St. Louis Cardinals. Donovan is coming off a pretty underrated rookie season in 2022. With all the great rookies, he just kind of flew under the radar. His 129 WRC+ was 6th best among all rookies. Donovan's success can be attributed to his low chase rate and high walk rate. I love what Donovan brings to the Cardinals team, and he's already, in my mind, the 6th best second baseman in baseball. Slotting in at number 5, we've got Brandon Lowe of the Tampa Bay Rays. Lowe doesn't get enough respect for the type of player he is in my mind. After injuries in 2022 slowed down his season, he has become underrated again. In his last full season, he had a 137 WRC+ and had an 883 OPS. He's a vital player to the Rays team, and him and Wander Franco should make for a deadly middle infield combo for years to come. Coming in at number 4 is Marcus Semien for the Texas Rangers. Semien very much struggled in the first half with the Rangers, a year after finishing top 3 in the MVP voting. In the second half, Semien turned around his season and finished with a 107 WRC+ and a 4.2 WAR. He's an elite defender at second and is Mr. Consistent, playing 162 and 161 games in the last 2 seasons respectively. I think he will get back to his elite offensive numbers in 2023 and prove he's still one of the best second basemen in baseball. 3, we've got Andres Gimenez of the Cleveland Guardians. Gimenez had his coming out party in 2022. He was a key piece in the Francisco Lindor trade, and he proved he was for sure worth it. He won a Gold Glove in an All-Star season in 2022 where he finished with a 140 WRC+. Gimenez is a fun player to watch, and I look forward to him continuing his success and hopefully becoming the best second in baseball soon. For now, he begins the top 3. Second best second baseman in baseball is Jeff McNeil of the New York Mets. McNeil just won the batting title in 2022. He had the second best offensive season among all second basemen in 2022, while also posting a 5 outs above average. McNeil is also another player who adds versatility in the field, and his compact swing obviously allows him to hit for average, but he does for a little bit of power as well. He had 9 home runs last season. He doesn't need to hit for power in the Mets lineup and just needs to get on base for the middle of the order, which he's able to do. He is the second best second baseman in baseball. And the best second baseman in baseball is Jose Altuve. Say what you want about him, but he's still elite. He quietly put up as good of a season as his 2017 MVP season. He had a 164 WRC+, a 920 OPS, and a 6.6 WAR. Defensively, he's still above average at the position. He's such an important leader in the Astros clubhouse and is a key veteran that is still one of the best players on a team that just won the World Series. He's 32 years old, but he has at least a few more very productive seasons left for the Astros, who shouldn't slow down their success anytime soon. That is it from our second base rankings today. If you like what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know who should have been higher, who do you thought should have been a little bit lower in these rankings. Make sure you go check out our first base and catcher rankings as well as our top 25 players in baseball. Make sure you subscribe for more and stay along for all positions in baseball.